Hello and welcome to Introduction to Academic Essay Writing. This is Module 1, Writing the Introduction. In this module, you will become familiar with the writing process, learn how to identify the different parts of an essay, and use what you learned to write your own introductory paragraph. Like any kind of skill, having good writing skills comes with practice. It is not something that you can master instantly. Even though some of us have a talent for writing, most of us need time to develop our writing skills to become effective writers. To this end, we have to realize that writing is a process which requires patience and perseverance. Before submitting the final essay, we need to go through various writing stages. These include pre-writing, drafting, and editing. Finally, you will publish your essay in class or online. Please pause this video and take a minute to read through what each stage of the writing process entails. For the purposes of this module, we are going to focus on the pre-writing stage. Before you write, it is important to 1. Understand the assignment, and 2. Think of ideas that you want to write about in your essay. Please note, when you write an essay, it is important that it answers the prompt. Before you start writing your essay, make sure that you have understood what the prompt is asking you. Underline any key words. If you do not pay attention to the prompt, you may write an essay that is off topic. So, you should always ask yourself, what is the prompt asking me to write about? Let's take a look at the definition of a prompt. A prompt is the question that your essay should answer. A thesis statement should directly answer the question in the prompt. Here is an example of a prompt. What are the benefits of speaking other languages? As you can see, this is a question that you would have to answer in your essay. Once you have a clear idea of what the prompt is asking you to write about, you can begin to think about what ideas you want to integrate into your essay. This is the pre-writing stage. It can be challenging to write all of your ideas on paper. This is why there are several strategies that can help you to generate ideas. Pre-writing should always aim to do the following: identify your audience, define your purpose, think, discuss, gather your ideas, read and take notes, free-write, and outline. There are several strategies for pre-writing, but we are going to focus on just 3 today: free-writing, clustering, and listing. The first pre-writing strategy we're going to focus on is free writing. Here is how free writing works. First, take a piece of paper. Write your topic at the top of the page. Then, for 5 to 10 minutes, write everything that comes to mind when you think of this topic. Write without stopping. Do not worry about grammar, spelling, or punctuation. You also do not need to pay attention to the organization of your ideas. You can write words instead of full sentences. The goal is for you to let your ideas flow. Here is an example of a free write. Please pause this video and take a minute to study it. After finishing your writing, you go back to your free write and edit it. In other words, you choose one idea that you want to include in your paragraph. Take out the ideas that you don't want to use. Now it is your turn to try a free write. Look at the prompt and write your own free write. Think of your own examples, and then choose the ones that you want to include in your essay. Please pause this video and take as long as you need to complete your free write. Clustering is another way to think of ideas. How does clustering work? First, take a piece of paper. Then choose a word that is key to your assignment. For example, if you are asked to write about advantages of learning another language, write the word languages in the middle of the paper. Circle the keyword. Write words that you associate with that term, grouping them around languages, your keyword. Join the new words to the main word with lines. Put a circle around each new word. Keep doing this until you run out of ideas. Here is an example of the clustering pre-writing strategy. Now it is your turn to try. Write your own cluster using the prompt. Please pause this video and take as long as you need before you continue. Listing is another technique that you can use before you write. Here, you list ideas under a main topic and just write some words that connect to the main idea. First, take a piece of paper. Then, list ideas under a main topic. Next, write some words that connect to the main idea. Here is an example of the listing pre-writing strategy. Now it is your turn to try. Please pause this video and take as long as you need to finish your listing pre-writing strategy. Then you may continue on to the next section. After you have written your ideas down in the pre-writing stages, it is time for you to begin to organize them so that you have a clearer understanding of the format of your essay. In the next sections on drafting and editing, we will look at how to organize an essay. Your first attempt at writing is your first draft. This is actually the second stage of writing when you begin to organize your ideas. This stage is called drafting. It is common to write a first draft, or what we call a rough draft. After writing the first draft, edit and focus on the content. Do the ideas make sense? Are they clear? If possible, have a peer look at your essay and give you feedback. After revising and making changes to your first or rough draft, which is called editing, you write a second draft. Again, check the coherence of your ideas and their logical order. In your third draft, you pay particular attention to the organization, coherence of ideas, and your grammar. Repeat this cycle of drafting until you feel satisfied with your final draft. Because this process takes time, please make sure to give yourself enough time to write the essay so that you can improve it in each stage of pre-writing, drafting, and editing. Now that we have a brief overview of the different stages of the writing process, let us now move to the different parts of the essay. An essay is structured like a person. It contains a head or an introduction, the main part of the body, which is the body paragraphs, usually 1 to 3 of them, and the feet or a conclusion. We are going to start by writing an introduction, which you will need to do for every essay you ever write. Let's first look at a definition of an introduction. An introduction is the first paragraph of an essay which introduces the main idea. It catches the reader's attention. The introduction starts with the most general ideas first, and then ends with the most specific idea, which is the thesis statement. We will discuss the thesis statement in the next module. Now, pause this video and take a minute to study this example of an introduction to an essay. Please note that the first sentence should really catch the reader's attention. That's very important because that is the first thing that the reader sees, and based on that, will decide to continue reading or not. We have reached the end of the video lesson for Module 1. Please review what you learned in this module using this video and/or the PDF file. After reviewing the Module 1 lesson, please take the Module 1 quiz. The last piece of this module is to complete the Module 1 worksheet. There, you will be able to develop an introductory paragraph for your essay.